Hello, Tubers. It's Robert 28, 1979. Guys, it's been a long time since I've done a video. It's been a few months. Well, main reasons for it is I took on some new business adventures and I've been busier than hell. Some things have changed around here and some more changes are coming. One change that is coming is the automotive and lawnmower repair part of the business. I'm pretty much going to let go. Quit doing it. Some other future changes that might be coming is a new shop and possibly a new house. Don't know about the house part yet, but I'm sure it's going to be inevitable with what's going on. I'm not going to get into details on that because it's really don't need to be thrown out right now. Changes that have happened. As y'all remember in previous videos, I bought my wife that 98 Chevy Tahoe that she wrecked. Well, I fixed it, got rid of it. Something else that I got rid of is the 95 Chevrolet, or the GMC 65 diesel truck. That's right, it's gone. With what I'm doing, with the business and everything I got going now, which I'll show y'all here in a minute what I'm talking about, I had to get rid of both the vehicles and get something that was more dependable, because the dually, just after putting the heads and everything on it, I ended up dropping the valve and caused a big mess. So, what has changed? And I shall show y'all this. Unfortunately, right now, if y'all remember in a previous video, over here I had a silver Ford sitting there, an 03 F-150. Well, I fixed that, got it going, put a new slave cylinder and everything in it, and the gentleman who owned it, I talked to him, and in all essence gave $800 cash and fixed his girl's car and his other truck that he bought. And I own that truck. Well, I used that truck to pull this lift for a little bit and didn't want to tear the truck up, so I gave it to the wife. That's when I went and traded the Tahoe and the dually, which I got $1,500 for both of them. Plus I went and added $3,500 cash on top of that, guys, and bought this here truck right there. No, not really. I bought this right here. It's a 2003 Chevrolet 2500 HD Duramax. I've had it for about 3 months. And it's covered in bugs and everything else as I've been on the road non-stop. Pretty clean truck. Runs, drives good. Got good power. I've had a few issues with it. Nothing too major, but the lift y'all seen in other videos, which I got to find out Monday I might be leasing this lift. Yes, you heard right, leasing the lift, because I have taken over a contract hanging billboard vinyls for another company. And on top of that, I still do the billboard stuff for the other gentleman, still do all the welding, which you see. I got a set of rings here that I've got to get done today, and some angle iron on the trailer. I got to add 4-foot extensions to them for the billboard installs. Explain how busy I've been, guys. I've had that truck for 3 months, and I've already put 23,000 miles on that truck. Yes, you heard right, 23,000 miles in 3 months. I've been to Colorado several times, Casper, Wyoming, Cheyenne, Wyoming, Oklahoma, Arkansas. I just been all over the place, guys. El Paso a few times, and locally around here, you know, within a 300-mile radius of Amarillo, quite a bit. So I said I'm focusing more now on the billboard vinyl installs and stuff versus the automotive and lawnmower repair, which, as y'all can see, I still got a hell of a mess around here that's just fixing to get all cleaned up here pretty soon. That car there has got to be worked on, but it's kind of when and if I can get to it kind of thing. They just want to know what it's going to be to fix it and if it's worth just selling it, because as a lot of people out there know, the Chevrolet Impalas and the Malibu, stuff like that, are having, in those years, which that's an 02 or 01, something like that, maybe an 03, they're having a ton of electrical issues with them. And that's what this one's having, is electrical issues. It's not feasible to dump a ton of money into them vehicles because they were not very expensive cars, brand new. They were, in fact, GM's throwaway cars, which nowadays everything just about a throwaway vehicle. But now, you know, I got a lawnmower there that I picked up that I got to fix. Another one over here I got to work on. Another Dixon I bought that I got to fix. The tractor, it's still in limbo land at the moment. We are going to order new pistons, rings again, and everything else. Put it all back together so we can get it running good. And I don't care what he does with it. He's talking about selling it. He's talking about keeping it. I don't care. But that's going to be a winter project. And then, there's just so much to try to cover in just so little time. But y'all guys can see my shop is semi cleaned out. It wasn't like this 3 days ago. I had to clean this up because, like I said, I had some issues with my truck. Had to get it in here. I'll kind of show y'all the issues here. This is an issue that I still got to attend to. The driver rear seal on the rear end is leaking, so I got to replace that. Y'all guys have to forgive me. You're gonna hear me huffing and puffing. I've got a damn cold I've had for 3 weeks, and I ain't getting very much sleep. But that is the passenger front wheel assembly, and the bearings are out on it, so to change that out. And it's not very old, hence it's not rusty here. So I'm actually talking with them right now, and we're going to see about trying to get it warrantied out to where they cover it, because it was bought from the previous owner through O'Reilly's Auto Parts, and that went out. So he's actually working with me. We're going to try to get him to cover that, because that's $180 sitting right there. Other issues I had with the truck was the instrument cluster was messing up. The speedometer still doesn't work, which is a common issue for these trucks. Had an overheating issue with it going through the mountains in Colorado hauling my trailer, which everybody's seen my trailer, the car hauler. Let's see if this camera's going to show very well. That black thing you see right there was a cover that sits down on my trailer. And it encloses the whole trailer. Going through the mountains, pulling that, the truck overheated. The transmission overheated on it. And in the position of that, we found out that another weak point for these Chevrolets with the Allison transmissions and Duramaxes is the adapters between the transmission and transfer case are known to crack, as well as the pump in your transfer case is known to cause stress cracks in the transfer case. Well, when the transmission gets a little over temperature, which isn't very often, those cracks will open up just enough and actually allow transmission fluid to spray out. That's an issue I'm looking at fixing here soon. I've got the parts ordered, just waiting for them to come in. The only other issue I have with this truck is it does have one injector that is knocking, which it was like that when I bought it, and somebody told me that's not an injector, it's something else. I said, well, that's kind of funny because I put 22,000 miles on this truck and it ain't heard it yet, so I just gotta get some injectors for it, which is all coming in due time. Right now I've got other things to worry about. You know, my little sister's getting married, so I gotta plan a trip down to Austin for that. Christmas is coming up pretty soon, so I gotta get that covered and everything else. So, but that's kind of where it's been, where it's at. You know, as far as the shop, it's that time of the year where I'm not gonna see very many more lawnmower stuff come through here, because this fall it's time to start tightening them up, put them in the shed for the winter. Some other projects I'm working on, or I guess you call them business plans, is pushing the billboard sign repair pretty hard and heavy. Like I said, I've been on the road a lot because of that. Been on the road a lot doing other kind of storefront stuff, you know, like Ross clothing stores. We went in, took off their end caps off their counters, put new Formica up and stuff like that. That was a pretty decent little job that lasted 3 weeks. You know, doing fuel banners and stuff for Murphy gas stations. That's every 3-month deal, so that puts me on the road for a week and a half at a time. Other than that, I mean, it's just been non-stop with me taking on both of the contracts. The contract for the gentleman that owns this lift, and the other company, which he actually had the contract with them first, and then in his contract with them they had a no-compete clause, which he couldn't put billboards up around this area. So he went ahead and dropped the contract so he could start competing with them, and that's when I picked the contract up. So it keeps me kind of busy between that and my jobs. You know, I've got the lot cleaning service going now. I've got a job I gotta go do. I'm supposed to do it tomorrow, but it's gonna be put off for the next week. And other things has changed. As y'all all seen, y'all know the signs I had made up to put on the side of the truck and everything. Those are null and void now. They're no good. Because it was going to go into as a Salmon's Auto Lawnmower Repair and Welding Lot Cleaning Services. Well, now I've added the billboard part to it, the name's going to be way too long, so we actually changed it up to Salmon Services. And I'm trying to think of what else has kind of gone on between now and then, other than, you know, work and this and that, and I'm sure there's some of y'all guys out there looking and wondering, and yes, I still smoke. I have not quit. I'm not sure if I'm gonna quit. I might just quit the day I die. Make it easy. Oh man, what else is? There's a whole lot to cover. Just different things. Like I said with the Ross stuff, that's what's left of the Formica, guys. I mean, we're just putting this on the counter, so. The shop fresh, y'all guys have seen that in the previous video, I believe. It still needs a jacking, ain't had time for it. Started tearing down that motor, started doing a video on it, and my camera crapped out completely. So I turn around and I've got the same exact cameras I had before, identical. And I'm pretty happy with them, so it's... But y'all guys remember a video of this one, the Hobart handler? Well, I was having issues and trying to find parts, can't get parts for it and everything else. Got on the internet and lo and behold, I found another one. I paid $200 for that one. Wasn't happy about it, but I did. That one I gave $50 for. That one actually works. So it's like, well, I went on one for parts, but it welds, it runs, nothing wrong with it. So that's that. I'll go back outside here and get a spider web off my face. I need to pick these vinyls up down the dumpster. I'm tired of them. This one, like I said, I picked this mower up for $50. It's all busted up in the front end. Gotta get a little 14 horsepower motor. That's the only thing that's good on that thing. This one needs a belt. I gotta go get it today. Oh. Let this focus here. Yes, I still got the 646. The hood is up because I need to put the charger on it so I can get it started, because I got to use it to pull my welding trailer out of here, which has got a flat freaking tire. Sweet. But I've done some changes on this thing. Yes, I am still looking to repower this thing. Right now it is only running on one cylinder, and it's mostly because the spark plug's fouled out. But the spark plug, it's only got 5 hours runtime on these plugs, and it's already fouled them out. So it's having major carburation issues, you know, stuff like that. I got to rebuild hydraulic cylinders on it eventually. This is going to become another winter project as well. So I'm going to tear it all down and go through it and fix a leak on the travel control down there and all the cylinders. They're going to end up needing new shafts, so I'm going to have to buy new shafts or have some made locally here in town. Yeah, there's some more of that from Micah right there. And the other deal, I'm going to make a quick connect setup somehow for the front of this thing to quick connect to the bucket, because I'm also building me a set of forks. Other than that, the only things that have changed is I kind of venturing back into something I used to do, which is boats. That one's a 96 Bayliner. Motors on it, got titles for everything. Interior needs to be redone. Starts and runs. I picked it up for $275. And I'm not getting rid of the two boats. I'm going to keep them. Which, yes, I did say two boats. And you can see there's freaking, I ain't been around there. I don't even know where the hell this shit come from. The windows, anybody around there really needs windows? There's windows sitting around. I don't know where the hell they come from. Oh my goodness. And the keyword boats. There's my other one. It's a 91, I believe, ASI Imperial. I picked this one up for $200. Issues it's got. It's going to be a project. Needs full interior redone on it as well. So I'll show y'all the shot of it. I got stuff stacked. But all the seats need to be redone. This one is an inboard. The other one's an outboard. First outboard I've ever owned. So we'll see how that goes. But this one has a cabin in the front of it up there. Let's see if we can get a shot. You can see the door open right there. It's got a cabin in the front. That window opens, that door slides down, you can go inside the cabin. As you can see, the tongue's been welded on here. This whole tongue I'm going to have to cut off back there and replace the whole front of this tongue again. I actually had to weld this thing on just to get it home. But won't be too bad, but got one little spot here to fix on it. Looks like somebody shot it or something. Ain't no telling. But it originally came from Illinois, went to Oklahoma, and now it's in Texas. But the main issue I got to deal with on this boat is you can see the motors tore apart. I'm going to try to steady this camera while I do this. You see that spot right there in that block? That is a cracked block. So I've got to either see about fixing that or just replace the motor. Which, if you see right here, see that little black lines there? Somebody overheated the piss out of this motor. So I'm pretty sure it's got to be replaced. I'm not sure I want to rebuild the whole damn thing, but even come equipped with beer cans and beer bottles and everything else, hey, like that. So, nope, those ain't mine. I don't drink Keystone. And yes, that's right, I do drink beer every once in a while again. So with everything else that's gone on, a nice Bud Light in the evening will sure knock the edge off and make you feel a little bit better. But those are the two boats. And I've got built the playscape, put it all back together for my kids. Got falling down fence I gotta work on, yard I gotta mow, other crap I gotta haul off, storage building that just freaking totally exploded on me. Oh, that happened while I was in Colorado. Oh, there's the trailer. Loaded down with the angle iron I gotta put extensions on. And everything else is pretty much about the same, guys. It ain't changed much. Like I said, I ain't been here enough to change anything. But I guess I need to come out here and tear all this apart, get all the scrap metal loaded up from around here and haul it all off. Get that thing hauled out of here. Get all this stuff picked up, cleaned up. There's some of the end caps that I took off from Ross. Some more over here that I gotta get picked up again, hauled out. Other than that, man, that's just pretty much about really what the gist of everything that's going on right now. Just being busy as hell, not even having the time, and even not having spider web, not having enough time to take care of my place. That's the Dixon I picked up. And no, it's not the same one as in previous videos, it's different. But same setup, same model, everything else. It does run. I had it running. The old John Deere push mower. 2 Craftsmans, 3 Craftsmans here now. These are all junk. And actually what I'm going to do is pull this motor, tear it down. Take that push mower right there, tear it down, and take the piston and everything out of this motor, or the crank out of that motor, put in this one, or vice versa, do something. Because this one has a bent crank. That one has a bad cylinder. And get it back operational, because that one is actually my mother-in-law's. That one's got the same issue, bad cylinder. Don't know what to do with it yet. This mower needs a motor on it. I own it. That one's got the motor, but I'm not sure I want to mess with it. So this has got a Briggs, and that's a Kohler. And this is just a parked piece of crap. And the same thing with that piece of junk. It starts and runs, but it's a piece of junk. So anyway, yeah, I've got a lot of shit to clean up and a lot of stuff to haul off and start getting ready here. And here in a couple of weeks, whenever I get time to get the shop cleaned all the way out, I'm gonna get the Bayliner boat in there and do some video on that, and maybe get some road video of this truck. So And I need to fix that plastic piece there, but if anybody on YouTube watches my videos knows of anybody or has got one fairly reasonably priced, I'm looking for a full front replacement bumper grill guard for the front of this truck. I've already got my airbags on the back. Can't see in there, and you can see the hose running right there. I've got to put the pump and the wiring and all the other stuff and hook it all up on the inside of the cab. As far as anything else, I'm not really wanting to replace the rear bumper because it's a brand new bumper. And I don't really want to replace that yet. But if I got to, I got to. But I rather not. I just want to do the front for now. The only reason I want to do a full front replacement is not this last trip, the trip before that, I had a pretty close encounter with a deer, and now I've never hit one going on the road, knock on wood, hope I don't. But I want to put a full replacement on this truck, just in case, because I do a lot of traveling through Oklahoma, Arkansas, up in the hill area there, and through around Colorado, so there's a lot of opportunity there to hit a deer. So, but if anybody knows of anyone's got one, you know, I'm gonna pay about $300 for one, but I ain't gonna go any higher than that. If I'm gonna go any higher than that, I'll just add the extra to it, buy a brand new one for $900. Other than that, I said I will be going through this shop doing a lot of cleaning. A lot. I mean, there's a mirror up there for a Chevrolet. Stuff like that I'm not going to use because I don't own anything that old anymore. A lot of stuff that's in here. Oh, there's just a bunch of them. I'll get rid of it. I just want to clear all this out because my plan is, if I keep certain aspects of the businesses going, is to move to a bigger shop to where I can get equipment like this in there and work on it, these boom lifts and stuff. And when I do that, this whole shop's getting cleaned out, and what I'm going to do in here is put a bar along the back wall, pool table, air hockey table, ping pong or something like that, and just kind of turn this into the man cave, game room slash whatever hub, you know. So yeah, see, there's another box down there. I had to replace a hub on a buddy's truck. I bought this one. A week later, he went and bought the sister to it, thinking he was doing all the good in the world. Took the exhaust, cut the exhaust off of it. Took the breather box off the damn thing, put a cane in on it and all kind of other crap, thinking he was doing all awesomeness to it, and ended up blowing his injectors out. Blew the rear bearing and seal out of the transfer case, hot rodding it, and just kind of tore it up a little bit. So he went and bought a Ford. And I told him he was crazy for it because he bought a 6.0 Power Stroke. So, and I told him, if it breaks, do not bring it to me. I will not work on it. I've done 2 6.0 Power Strokes, and I'm not doing any more of them. I'm done with them. I don't want no part of it anymore. But when I get ready to clean all this stuff out, guys, I'm going to take video of different stuff I got in here. Try to eliminate things, and there are certain things in here people say that they want or might need or something like that. In my videos, all I got to do is just send me a message or comment, put a comment on there, and I can get a hold of you or something and see what we can get figured out, because there's quite a bit of stuff in here that's going to end up going away. You know, a lot. I'm ready to clean it out and be done. But anyway, this is turned out to be a 30-minute video, and I'm going to make a couple-minute video because I got to run to town, get some money, and then go meet a guy and pick up a barbecue pit. And get back home and start building rings. I've got to have these done, loaded on the trailer, angle iron, everything by tomorrow evening. So I can head to La Mesa for Monday and Tuesday and install and build a new billboard. But anyways, guys, if you ain't subscribe, rate, comment. If you like my videos, give me a thumbs up. If you don't, give me a thumbs down. Hell, I don't give a crap. I'm not doing this for me or doing this for anybody else. I'm just doing it just to do it because it's kind of fun. So that's pretty much where I'm at on. So until then, guys, y'all have a good one, and we'll see y'all on the next one, which there will be more coming and more often. So y'all have a great day, and we'll see y'all later.